Stop sending me fundraising requests right now, okay? The Republican Party had a plan for the last 50 years to overturn Roe v. Wade. We had a leak 5 weeks ago telling us that this exact thing was going to happen, and your response after 5 weeks of careful study and planning and thought has been to send us nonstop fundraising emails. All right, so let me just read you a quick list. Mark Warner. He's the Democratic senator from Virginia. He's worth $214.1 million. Don Beyer, he's a Democratic Virginia House member. He's worth $124.9 million. Dean Phillips, he's a Minnesota House member. He is worth $123.8 million. Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House of the Democratic Party from California, is worth $114.7 million. Dianne Feinstein, who doesn't know where the she is right now, the senator from California, part of the Democratic Party, is worth $87.9 million.
The Democratic Party has lost the thread. Thank God for this TikToker who is articulating what millions of Democrats are feeling right now as the assault on rights keeps coming.
You guys want money? Call your guy. You call him every week to do insider trading. Stop sending me emails. Stop reading poems and singing karaoke. You have power.
I love this video because not only does it capture the anger many people on the left feel, but it also directly ties the Democratic leadership's wealth to their inaction, which is an obvious connection, but not one that's often made. Americans don't talk nearly enough about the wealth gap and how that affects almost every part of our political lives, and that is intentional. Elites want to distract us with so many different things to deprive us from realizing. The majority of Americans share similar sentiment on like 90% of the issues facing us. But, as Alex points out, that doesn't help the Democratic elite's bottom line or keep them in power. What Alex Perlman gets at here is a shocking question we should start asking more. Could the right to choose and the Democratic inaction surrounding it be the issue that galvanizes Americans across party lines? There are things like gun control that do have huge bipartisan support, and while people get frustrated with the Democrats, they do actually put forward plans and use their majorities to codify gun control legislation when they can, in the face of Republican inaction. But something different is happening now when it comes to abortion. Liberals, even centrists, are seeing laid bare the depravity and inaction of the Democratic Party on an issue they have had as a central tenet of their political platform for decades. And watching their leaders do nothing is radicalizing these centrists in a way I've never seen before.
You mentioned your anger because you had received a text message from the Biden campaign. Why is that?
So I received a text message from Joe Biden's campaign yesterday saying that the Supreme Court had overturned Roe versus Wade and that it was my responsibility to then rush $15 to the Democratic National Party. And I thought that was absolutely outrageous because my rights should not be a fundraising point for them or a campaigning point. They have had multiple opportunities to codify Roe into law over the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and they haven't done it.
This clip from MSNBC and the mountains of disgusted responses to those fundraising emails show how different this feels. Haven't you noticed how fewer people are leaning into the just vote rhetoric that always follows these types of assaults? Look at the replies under Biden and Kamala's tweets and every other powerful Democrat asking us to vote. Look at this response to Beto on his campaign trail.
Voting blue is not enough! Democrats, we call your bluff! Voting blue is not enough! Democrats, we call your bluff!
Something's happening here, folks. Do you feel it? So many close friends of mine who are typically loyal to the Democratic Party and fall into the quote blue no matter who rhetoric are finally changing their tune. I'm curious if you're all seeing it too. And we have to welcome them with support and empathy, even though I want to scream, I told you so. I know that that doesn't help. People are changing. The country is radicalizing and progressives are leading the way. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.